Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. This time, we're diving into all the new tech coming from Apple.
Specifically, all their new Macs and all the new features.
Buckle up, everyone, because we have a lot to talk about today.
A lot to unpack here.
So, first up, new Mac Mini, new MacBook Pros, and even a memory upgrade for the MacBook Air. And get this, so it really seems like Apple is trying to refresh its entire Mac lineup with these new releases.
Yeah, they're really going all in on their own chips now.
And pushing that AI.
Exactly.
So you're talking about the M4 chips, right?
Yes, the M4 chip.
The ones everyone's been buzzing about.
On the hype.
I'm dying to learn more, especially about that nano-texture display option.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool one.
What is that all about?
Well, nanotexture glass, basically it eliminates glare and reflections.
Oh, wow.
Even in like super bright environments, it's pretty wild.
That's incredible.
So like imagine a photographer, editing photos outdoors, or a designer working in a studio.
Yeah.
This is a game changer for them.
So we've got shiny new Macs, a super cool display option,
Yeah.
and these powerful M4 chips. So help us break down the performance differences.
Okay, sure.
What are we looking at here?
So think of it this way. Okay.
Yep.
The M4 chip, it's like your reliable everyday driver, perfect for everyday tasks.
Got it.
The M4 Pro, that's your powerful workstation,
Right.
ready to handle demanding professional work.
And then there's the M4 Max.
And then there's the M4 Max. That's like your supercomputer
Bro.
pushing the limits for the most demanding users.
I love that analogy. But like, what does that actually mean? What does it actually mean for someone using these laptops?
All right, let's get specific.
Yeah.
So let's say we have a student using the M4,
Okay.
a developer working with the M4 Pro, or like a 3D artist using the M4 Max.
Got it.
What are the actual differences for them? So for the student, the M4 means smoother multitasking, snappier performance for those everyday apps, and even better battery life.
That's huge for a student, for sure.
Now for developers, working with the M4 Pro, they're going to see a significant boost in things like compiling code and running simulations,
Makes sense.
which is going to save them a ton of time and frustration.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for those 3D artists with that M4 Max, they're going to unlock a whole new level of performance for rendering complex scenes
yeah.
and working with massive data sets.
So it's like rendering times are going to be cut in half
Yeah,
or even more.
even more.
That's incredible.
That's the power we're talking about here.
Hold on a second. Did you just say AI on a Mac?
I did. AI on a Mac.
That's got to be a big deal, right?
It is a huge deal. Apple is calling it Apple Intelligence.
Okay.
And it's a central theme across all these new products.
So what are we talking about here?
We're talking like system-wide writing tools that can like rewrite text, proofread it, summarize it.
That's awesome.
We're talking about a redesigned Siri that's way more conversational and actually proactive, and even ChatGPT integration.
What? ChatGPT on a Mac?
ChatGPT on a Mac,
That sounds incredibly useful.
rolling out in December.
That's amazing. But what about privacy? I know that's a concern for a lot of people
It's a valid concern.
when it comes to AI.
Absolutely. But Apple has been super clear about this. They've taken a privacy-first approach with Apple Intelligence. A lot of the processing actually happens right on your device, so your data isn't constantly being sent to the cloud.
Okay.
And when it does need to utilize the cloud for more complex tasks, Apple has built in some really strong privacy safeguards, so rest assured.
That's reassuring. So beyond the chips
Yeah.
and AI, what other exciting details are there about these new Macs?
Oh, tons of stuff. Well, first off,
yeah.
the new iMacs, they come in a range of like vibrant colors.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, a nice little touch.
Yeah.
And both the iMac and the MacBook Pro get a major camera upgrade. A 12MP center stage camera that keeps you perfectly framed during those video calls.
Nice.
Even if you move around.
Yeah.
And there's also a cool new feature called Desk View.
Desk view.
Yeah. It lets you show off your workspace during presentations.
That sounds handy.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Speaking of connections, I heard Thunderbolt 5 is making its debut
Yes, it is.
on the M4 Pro and Max.
That's right. Thunderbolt 5
That's awesome.
bringing blazing fast data transfer speeds.
How fast are we talking?
It's more than double the speed of Thunderbolt 4.
That's incredible.
So imagine transferring huge video files
Yeah.
in seconds, or working with external drives that feel as fast as internal storage.
That's crazy.
It's a game changer.
And before we move on, let's not forget about the new Mac Mini.
Oh yeah, the Mac Mini. Little guy.
It's Apple's first carbon neutral Mac,
Yeah, our first one.
which is a big step forward
Huge.
for sustainability. They're using recycled materials, renewable energy in the manufacturing process. Plus, the packaging is completely fiber-based.
Yeah, they really thought about the whole package.
I love that. It seems like they really thought of everything with these new Macs.
Yeah, it seems like it.
All right, so let's dive into these MacBook Pro updates.
Yeah, let's talk MacBook Pro.
You've got 14-inch and 16-inch models.
Both getting the M4 treatment.
But the real stars of the show here are the M4 Pro and M4 Max chips.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm practically drooling
Yeah.
over this performance potential.
Remember those analogies we used earlier?
Yeah.
Well, if the M4 is your everyday athlete, the M4 Pro is training for the Olympics, and the M4 Max is a full-blown superhero.
I love it.
We're talking up to 16 CPU cores and a mind-blowing 40 GPU cores on the M4 Max.
Wow. Okay, those are some impressive numbers, but what do they actually mean for someone using these laptops?
Right, so imagine a video editor working with 8K footage.
Okay.
Or a musician, producing a complex track with dozens of instruments and effects. With the M4 Pro, those tasks become incredibly smooth and efficient.
Okay.
The M4 Max takes things even further, making it possible to tackle projects that would have been unimaginable on a laptop just a few years ago.
So it's not just about speed then. It's also about unlocking new creative possibilities.
Exactly. For example, the M4 Max's 40 GPU cores mean it can handle incredibly complex graphics tasks,
Okay.
making it ideal for 3D modeling, animation, and even high-end gaming.
Speaking of visuals, what up with the display?
Ooh, the display. This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Apple is introducing a brand new nano texture display option for the MacBook Pro.
Really?
Yeah, this tech dramatically reduces glare and reflections, even in direct sunlight.
So I could be working on my MacBook Pro at the beach without those annoying reflections.
You got it.
That's a game changer.
It's a significant leap forward in display tech.
I can imagine.
And on top of that, the MacBook Pro now boasts a peak brightness of 1600 nits for HDR content,
Okay.
making colors even more vibrant and lifelike.
So imagine watching a movie on this thing or editing photos
Yeah.
with this level of detail and clarity.
Yeah, it's a visual feast.
Okay, I'm sold. But let's not forget about connectivity. What's the story with Thunderbolt 5 on these MacBook Pros?
The Thunderbolt 5 is a major upgrade,
Yeah.
offering data transfer speeds up to 120 games.
Wow, that's more than double the speed of Thunderbolt 4.
It is.
Think about connecting external displays, high-speed storage devices, or even entire docking stations.
All faster and more seamless with Thunderbolt 5.
So it's about more than just speed. It's about expanding the possibilities of what you can do
Right.
with your MacBook Pro.
Absolutely.
You can create a truly professional-grade setup. And, it's not just about the hardware either.
Right.
Apple Intelligence plays a big role in the MacBook Pro experience.
Yeah, definitely.
With features like the improved Siri and system-wide writing tools, seamlessly integrated into the workflow.
It's all about creating a more intuitive and efficient way to work and create.
Well said.